So today we are discussing about the starting portion of the evolution chapter. So in the starting portion of the evolution chapter, first we need to know that how Earth was formed. So there took place a Big Bang explosion, which is also called as Big Bang theory. It is believed, as this chapter is completely based on assumptions. Okay, so it is it has been assumed, you can say, that the Big Bang explosion took place around 20 billion years ago, which expanded the universe. Okay, and due to this explosion several galaxies were formed. If you ask what is our galaxy is called as Milky Way. Okay, our galaxy is called as Milky Way, and you can say that in our galaxy Earth was formed around 4.5 billion years ago. Okay, BYA is billion years ago, million years को हम लोग MYA लिख सकते हैं. So life in Earth was formed around 4 billion years ago. So we need to discuss at first that how life was formed in the Earth. What is the theory that has been given to satisfy this idea that how the life was formed 4 billion years ago. So that means you can say from the formation of Earth to the formation of life, it took around 500 million years. Okay, it took 500 million years my. So my से मैं million years indicate कर रहा हूँ, ठीक है, for the life to get formed in the Earth. So how life formed into the Earth? What were the conditions which triggered or which made the life possible in the Earth? That is what we are going to discuss now. So primitive atmospheric conditions were very important, very vital, which is responsible for the formation of life in the Earth. So what were the primitive atmospheric condition? Reducing atmosphere. Initially, the Earth that we had, it did not had any oxygen present in it. So if there is no oxygen present, hence we can consider it that atmospheric condition to be a reducing one. Oxygen होने से oxidizing होता. Oxygen नहीं है, so there will be no ozone layer. Is not it, because ozone is formed when O2 plus O reacts with UV rays, that gives rise to the formation of O3. O3 is ozone. As there was no free oxygen present, hence there will be no ozone layer. If there was no ozone layer, UV rays could directly enter the Earth. UV rays directly came into the Earth. It touched the Earth surface. आजकल ozone layer है तो reflect हो जाता है, लेकिन पहले directly गिरता था. There was a very high temperature. Earth back then it had a very high temperature around 300 degree Celsius. Okay. Rain and lightning used, like anytime rain होता था, anytime lightning used to strike the Earth's surface. Volcanic eruption, as the Earth was very hot, there also occurred volcanic eruption. So basically you can say this rain and these things, what this primitive condition did, due to this primitive condition you can say that Earth's temperature gradually came down, which allowed the formation of oceans. Okay, and in this ocean it is believed that life was formed in this ocean. So how life was formed in this ocean, that we will discuss now. Okay, so I hope ये वाला portion समझ में आया है. Make notes if you need to. So जैसे कि I was telling कि how life was formed in the Earth. So in order to explain that how life was formed in the Earth, there were many theories which was put forwarded by different kinds of people throughout the human history. But the theory which we accept, which we consider to be the most logical one, is the theory of chemical evolution, which was given by Oparin and Haldane. Okay, so Oparin and Haldane hypothesis भी इसको हम लोग बुला सकते हैं. So theory of chemical evolution is the most accepted theory which explains us how the life was formed in this Earth. Okay, so as per their study, they say that the primitive condition of the Earth, in which we have already studied about 5 primitive conditions. Those primitive conditions were very essential to make the formation of life possible. Okay, so there were in that ocean that I told you, which was formed as the temperature got reduced, the ocean was formed, the water started to settle in the earth's deeper areas, deeper regions. So in that ocean, under those primitive conditions, those 5 conditions that we have discussed, we have seen some free atoms which came out from the earth's core due to the volcanic eruption. Those free atoms, they started to react with one another, fused or react. They started to react with one another and they gave rise to simple inorganic substances like these things. Examples भी दे दिया है, ठीक है? Free atoms like this, carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, ठीक है? Simple inorganic substances further fused to form simple organic substances like this. Simple organic substances further fused under these conditions to form complex organic substances like polysaccharide, complex sugars, nucleic acid, RNA, proteins, lipid. These were formed, and finally it was considered that these complex substances, they got fused amongst themselves to form the first living cell. You can consider it to be the first living cell, which is called as what? Which is called as proto cell. Proto माने primitive, माने सबसे पुराना cell. The first living cell which was formed in the earth is the proto cell. Okay, so this proto cell में ये जो lipid है, वो lipid ने cell membrane form किया. Nucleic acid serve the purpose of genetic material. Complex sugar and proteins they served as reserve food material, as well as they gave rise to the formation of some vital cell organelles. So in that way, one cell was formed. This cell further evolved to become what? This cell further evolved to become a prokaryote, okay, without definite nucleus, and then they further evolved to become what? To become eukaryote. Okay, so eukaryote are the organisms with definite nucleus, and you can say that from this eukaryote the evolution started into the line of what? Into the line of protista, into the line of fungi, into the line of plantae, as well as into the line of animalia. And in this way, different evolution or evolutionary categorization happened, and from this eukaryote several kingdoms started to evolve in their own respective line. Okay, so this is the theory which is the most acceptable theory till now. And why it is acceptable? Because this theory has some logic, some scientific essence, some chemical evolution, and along with that there were 2 more scientists who explained this theory by doing laboratory experiments, you can say. So there were 2 scientists who accepted this theory and they tried to create some kind of experiments under laboratory condition. They brought back those primitive condition of the earth under laboratory condition, and they did experiments to see that is it really possible for the formation of these substances or for the formation of a living cell under laboratory conditions by creating the primitive condition of the earth. So who did these experiments? Urey and Miller. So Urey and Miller did these experiments, and these experiments gave some fruitful result. These experiments gave some logical results, and on the basis of those results also we can say that we have some experiments done in order to accept this particular theory. So now we will discuss about Urey and Miller's experiment, what they did and how come they made this theory the most validated one. Okay, so जो एक्सपेरिमेंट के बारे में मैं बात कर रहा हूँ वो एक्सपेरिमेंट यहाँ पे समझाने का मैंने ट्राई किया है. Urey and Miller's experiment, ठीक है, provided an experimental evidence of the chemical evolution in 1953 in a laboratory setup. क्या laboratory setup था? इस तरीके का एक स्पार्क चैम्बर बनाया गया. इस स्पार्क चैम्बर में 2 इलेक्ट्रोड्स लगाया गया, ठीक है, which gives an electric discharge of 75,000 volt. ठीक है, अंदर में there was a mixture of CH4, NH3, H2O, H2, which were considered to be the primitive gas present in the earth. Water vapor यहाँ से छोड़ा गया, ठीक है, and then the mixture was gradually allowed to pass slowly after keeping it for a longer time. It was allowed to pass slowly through this condenser. Condenser was very cold, so it condenses the passing molecules, and then it used to get stored in the collector. Okay, so what Urey and Miller did, they gave some primitive gases like CH4, NH3 and H2 in a ratio of 2:1:2. Electric discharge of 75,000 volt, water vapor at 800 degrees Celsius. So these 3 conditions has created lightning which used to strike the earth at primitive condition, high temperature, primitive gases. Okay, So these things were done, and after 18 days it was observed that in the collector some organic compounds have started to appear. We have not given any organic compounds over here, we have given just these things, and from these things, by doing some kind of reaction, some organic compounds started to appear like amino acid, peptide molecules, etc. So this was little bit, we were little bit close. We can say that theory of chemical evolution was little bit close in order to give us the idea that how life was formed in the earth. Okay, but still there were so many things which were not formed. So there were many other scientists who tried to make a better experiment by following the theory of chemical evolution, by doing it better from Urey and Miller. So there was a scientist called Sidney Fox. So Sidney Fox has observed this experiment, and what he did, he just added UV rays, because UV rays was missing. As I told you, Earth's atmosphere at the initial time was reducing, hence there was no free oxygen to form ozone. There was no ozone layer, so UV rays directly fall into the earth. So Sidney Fox introduced what? Sidney Fox introduced UV rays, and when he introduced UV rays, he saw that synthesis of fatty acid has started to appear, simple sugars have started to appear, as well as some nucleotides, nitrogen bases. These things have also started to appear or come into the collector. Okay, so this was the idea, okay, of chemical evolution. Okay, and this is the experiment which was done in order to prove little bit of the theory of chemical evolution. It has not been yet proved to a complete extent, but this experiment took the idea little bit more closer, that the theory of chemical evolution will be the most acceptable and the correct one in comparison to others. Okay, make notes. So you can see the two important protocell, primitive cell, formed by the experiments. Okay, in the laboratory condition, we did some kind of experiments. We tried to create the primitive atmospheric condition, and by doing that, we created two important type of protocell. One is called as posarbates. Okay, has high concentration and mixture of large proteins and polysaccharide. So by doing this experiment, we could only synthesize, we could only produce a cell looking like structure which had only proteins and polysaccharide present. There was no lipid, there was no nucleic acids present. Okay, and this happened when we did not use the UV rays. When we used UV rays and we again repeated the same experiment, okay, we got something which is called as microsphere, and microsphere is considered to be a very closest descendant to a protocell. Okay, microsphere has a low concentration and content of proteins, polysaccharide, but also had lipid molecules. Okay, and we have observed that when the microspheres or whatever is formed in the collector, when it is mixed with some cool water, the lipids went to the surface and produced a lipid bilayer just like a cell membrane. So lipid has started to create a layer like this, like a cell membrane, bilayer cell membrane, and अंदर में घुस गया कौन, अंदर में घुस गया प्रोटीन, and अंदर में present है कौन, कार्बोहाइड्रेट. It was also believed that during that time, due to those primitive atmospheric condition, it was also believed that side by side, okay, RNA was also formed. Okay, and then this RNA entered inside this microsphere and it served the purpose of genetic material. Okay, so if you need to consider that what were the characteristics of a living cell at that particular time, there should be three characters. There should be the presence of what? There should be the presence of genetic material, as it will carry the information from one generation to another. It will carry out the process of evolution. Okay, so genetic material ka presence is must. Second, there has to be a formation of a cell membrane kind of layer which will isolate the inner environment from the outer one. Okay, so you can say the isolation of inner environment. Okay, and number 3 is the ability to reproduce. So those cells at that particular time, primitive earth condition, those cells which could do these three things were considered to be the living cell, or the first functional protocell living cell were able to do these three conditions. And it is believed from the experiments that, as we have seen, the lipid layer was formed, proteins was there, carbohydrate was there. Carbohydrate can act as a storage food, protein can form cell organelles. Okay, the lipid layer has isolated the inner environment from the outer one, and it is believed that at that particular time also RNA was formed side by side, and this RNA incorporated or entered inside the cell kind of structure. ठीक है, जैसे ये घुसा, this particular microsphere has got the ability to do these three things, and by doing these three things, this became the first functional living cell called as protocell. Okay, so this is the discussion from the initial portion of your chapter. Now we will discuss little bit about the fossils, paleontological evidences. Okay, make notes. So here in this video we are talking mainly about the evidences of evolution. That means क्या क्या evidences है हमारे पास जो ये बताता है कि इस अर्थ में evolution हुआ है, लाइफ सिंपल फॉर्म से कॉम्प्लेक्स फॉर्म में आया है. evidences क्या है? What is the proof that you can claim that evolution have been happening in this earth? क्या प्रूफ है कि 4 बिलियन ईयर्स अगो सिर्फ एक प्रोटोसेली फॉर्म हुआ था, डायरेक्ट ह्यूमन फॉर्म नहीं हुआ? ठीक है ना, कैसे? और हम लोग जो ये कंसीडर कर रहे हैं कि प्रोटोसेल से प्रोकारियोट, प्रोकारियोट से यूकारियोट, यूकारियोट से अलग अलग किंगडम में इवोल्यूशन होना शुरू हो गया, तो क्या प्रूफ है इसके बारे में? दैट इज व्हाट वी विल डिस्कस. सो एविडेंसेस ऑफ इवोल्यूशन इज द हेडिंग. उसके अंदर में पहला जो हम लोगों को प्रूफ मिला है कि इवोल्यूशन हो रहा है, दैट इज paleontological evidences. Okay, so paleontological evidences is the evidences that we get from fossils. Okay, so father of modern paleontology, George Cuvier. Okay, so what is fossil? Question अगर आया, this is the definition. This is your definition, that when an organism dies, its body decomposes, hence lost in the environment. Is not it? But when any body part or complete body gets preserved in the rocks. Okay, rocks have some minerals. Rocks will prevent the action of the bacteria. Okay, rocks will not allow the hard body parts to get decomposed. Under that condition, some of the body part of some animals might get preserved in between the rocks. Okay, those or any other form, it becomes a fossil. If those body parts or a complete organism, if they get preserved in ice, if they get preserved in tar, okay, if they get preserved in snow, oil, रबर, रॉक्स, ठीक है, तो अंडर सच कंडीशन द पार्ट्स विच विल गेट प्रिजर्व इज कॉल्ड एज फॉसिल. जनरली रॉक्स में हम लोग ये देखते हैं, कोई ऑर्गेनिज्म रॉक्स के बीच में चला जाता है, एंड देन जो भी सॉफ्ट पार्ट है बॉडी का, दैट गेट्स डिकम्पोज, बट द हार्ड पार्ट का डिकम्पोजिशन टेक्स टाइम. ओके, हम लोग जब भी कभी ऐसा देखते हैं कि टीवी वगैरह में, दैट व्हेन वी ओपन अ कॉफिन ऑफ अ वेरी प्रिमिटिव टाइम, मम्मी वगैरह का खोलते हैं, तो उसमें हम लोग क्या देखते हैं, दैट द सॉफ्ट पार्ट हैज बीन ईटन अप बाय द बैक्टीरिया एंड ऑल, बट द हार्ड पार्ट्स आर स्टिल देयर, बोन इज स्टिल देयर. तो हार्ड पार्ट का डिकम्पोजिशन टेक्स टाइम, एंड इफ इट गेट्स सम सुइटेबल कंडीशन वेयर द बैक्टीरियल एक्शन गेट्स less, or the bacterial action cannot get into that proper force, ठीक है, तो under that condition the hard parts will get preserved, the hard parts will be saved, and it will be saved by the rocks, it will get preserved by the rocks. These are called as fossil. Okay, so fossils are the preserved remains of hard parts of the organisms, plants and animals, etc., like bones, teeth, shell, wood, etc., in the rocks. Okay, so this is your introduction, that what the fossil is given over here. Now how fossils, if you say me कि सर ठीक है आपने तो बता दिया फॉसिल क्या है, लेकिन ये फॉसिल कैसे इवोल्यूशन का एविडेंस बना, कैसे बना, ठीक है, ये अगर पूछो तो उसका मेरे पास 4 रीजन है, 4 रीजंस टू एक्सप्लेन दैट. फर्स्ट, नंबर एंड नेचर ऑफ फॉसिल्स इन अर्ली रॉक्स. वी हैव सीन द रॉक्स व्हिच आर प्रेजेंट एट द वेरी बॉटम एंड द रॉक्स व्हिच आर प्रेजेंट लिटिल बिट एट अ हायर स्ट्रेटा, है ना. मैं ऊपर का थोड़ा सा अभी मिटा दूंगा, तुम लोग पॉज करके लिख लेना, ठीक है. In order to explain नीचे का point, I am rubbing this question. Okay, so what is this point number 1 say? The number and nature of fossils in early rocks. Okay, as we know that there is a continuous deposition of some soil and all Okay, continuously they are getting deposited over one layer over the other like that. So under that condition what we will see that earth का suppose ये core है, ठीक है, this is the earth's core, then you can see that there are several layers of rocks present like this, several layers of rocks present. When we start digging the soil, after digging for a certain level, what we start to get rocks, rock beds, is not it? So ठीक है, ये वाला पार्ट में मान लेते हैं सॉइल है ऊपर, ये वाला हिस्सा, एंड देन दीज आर योर रॉक बेड्स, दीज आर योर रॉक बेड्स, इज नॉट इट? सो जो रॉक सबसे नीचे का होगा, उस नीचे के रॉक में भी मान लो एक फॉसिल पाया गया, एंड थोड़ा सा ऊपर के लेवल के रॉक में भी एक फॉसिल पाया गया, तो इस लेवल का जो रॉक्स है उसमें भी एक फॉसिल पाया गया प्रिजर्व, एंड इस वाले लेवल में भी एक फॉसिल पाया गया प्रिजर्व. सो व्हाट वी विल सी, द फॉसिल व्हिच इज फाउंड इन अ वेरी डीपर लेवल ऑफ रॉक्स, दे आर वेरी सिंपल फॉसिल. ओके, व्हेयरएज थोड़ा अपर लेवल का रॉक्स में हम लोग को क्या मिलेगा, सम कॉम्प्लेक्स फॉसिल मिलेगा. तो ये बताता है कि नहीं कि ये जो सिंपल फॉसिल है ये बहुत पहले अंदर बरी हो गया था, ठीक है कि नहीं, और जब वो बहुत पहले बरी हुआ था तो उसका बॉडी का ऑर्गेनाइजेशन क्या था, सिंपल था, और उसके ऊपर जो रॉक्स सेटल हुआ, उन रॉक्स में भी एक फॉसिल हम लोग को मिला, रिसेंट रॉक्स. वी आर गेटिंग अ फॉसिल फ्रॉम अ रिसेंट रॉक, एंड इन दैट रिसेंट रॉक आल्सो वी आर गेटिंग अ फॉसिल, बट इट हैज सर्टेन कॉम्प्लेक्सिटीज. तो रिसेंट टाइम का जो फॉसिल बना उसमें कॉम्प्लेक्सिटीज ज्यादा है. सो दैट मीन्स क्या कि पुराने जमाने का ऑर्गेनिज्म से नया जमाने का ऑर्गेनिज्म में कॉम्प्लेक्सिटीज बढ़ता है, तो कॉम्प्लेक्सिटीज बढ़ रहा है माने इवोल्यूशन हो रहा है, ठीक है. सो नंबर एंड नेचर ऑफ फॉसिल्स इन अर्ली रॉक्स, डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ फॉसिल्स इन सक्सेसिव स्ट्रेटा, ठीक है. डीपर इज द फॉसिल, वी कैन से मोस्ट प्रिमिटिव इट इज. तो डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, जैसे कि यहाँ ये जो रॉक्स है, ये रॉक्स क्या है, बहुत पुराना एरा का है. इन रेस्पॉन्स टू दिस, तो जितना डीपर लेवल पे हम लोग को रॉक मिलेगा, जितना डीपर लेवल पे फॉसिल का प्रेजेंस होगा, उतना पुराना वो फॉसिल होगा, उतना सिंपल उसका बॉडी होगा. जितना रिसेंट लेवल पे हम लोग को मिलेगा, उतना नया ये फॉसिल है, उतना नया ये ऑर्गेनिज्म रहा है. सो डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ फॉसिल इन सक्सेसिव स्ट्रेटा का मतलब ये है कि डीपर इज द फॉसिल, मोस्ट प्रिमिटिव इट इज, रिसेंट इज द फॉसिल, द मोस्ट रिसेंट टाइम का फॉसिल इट विल बी. इसके साथ साथ हम लोग को जो पॉइंट नंबर 3 मिलेगा, डिस्पेरिटी बिटवीन पास्ट एंड प्रेजेंट फॉर्म ऑफ लाइफ. कुछ केव्स में, कुछ स्नो केप माउंटेन्स में हम लोगों को कुछ ह्यूमन टाइप का हम लोगों को कुछ फॉसिल्स मिला, है ना. तो वो जो ह्यूमन टाइप्स का कुछ फॉसिल मिला, उसका बॉडी का ऑर्गेनाइजेशन पैटर्न देख के लगता है वो ना प्रॉपर मैन था ना प्रॉपर मंकी था, ये एप था. एप, इट वाज नॉट प्रॉपर ए चिंपांजी, नॉट प्रॉपर ए मैन, समवेयर बिटवीन एप एंड ह्यूमन. Okay, their style of living was also different. They used to live in caves, they used to hunt, they were carnivore, completely carnivore. Some of them also used to kill their own looking like individuals, ठीक है कि नहीं, और खा लेते थे. कैनाबलिज्म उनमें था, कैनिबलिज्म, समझ में आ रहा है, they were cannibal, ठीक है. इस तरीके का था, सोशल नहीं था, केव्स में रहता था, ठीक है ना, उस तरीके का था. एंड आज उनका सबसे क्लोजेस्ट अगर कोई है इस अर्थ में प्रेजेंट, वो है हम. तो प्रिमिटिव ह्यूमन का सबसे क्लोजेस्ट अगर कोई है वो है हम लोग. अभी हमारा लाइफस्टाइल एंड उनका लाइफस्टाइल में कितना डिफरेंस था. दे यूज्ड टू लिव इन केव, दे यूज्ड टू डू केव पेंटिंग, दे यूज्ड टू बर्न फायर विथ स्टोन, है ना. they don't used to be social, they used to kill their own looking like beings, है ना. ये सब करता था, कैनिबलिज्म करता था. हम लोग तो ये सब नहीं करते. हमारा लाइफस्टाइल काफी डिफरेंट था, उनका काफी डिफरेंट था. तो ये जो उनका लाइफस्टाइल से हमारा लाइफस्टाइल में जो एक डिफरेंस है, वो डिफरेंस भी तो इवोल्यूशन के वजह से है ना. हम लोग इवॉल्व हुए इसलिए हम लोग सोशल बने. हम लोग इवॉल्व हुए तो हम लोगों ने ऑल्टरनेटिव सोर्स ऑफ फूड ढूंढा. हम लोग इवॉल्व हुए तो हम लोगों ने हम लोग का बॉडी स्ट्रक्चर में भी कुछ डिफरेंसेस आया. वो लोग कपड़ा नहीं पहनते थे तो फॉर इंसुलेशन दे हैड लॉन्ग हेयर्स इन देयर बॉडी. हम लोग कपड़ा पहनने लगे तो हमारा इंसुलेशन के लिए वो हेयर्स का जरूरत नहीं था, तो हमारा बॉडी का हेयर्स कम हो गया. सो देयर इज डिफरेंस इन द लाइफस्टाइल एंड दैट डिफरेंस इन लाइफस्टाइल सेज दैट इवोल्यूशन हैव बीन हैपनिंग. Number 4, missing links like Archaeopteryx. Archaeopteryx was you can say it was something which had characters of birds as well as reptiles. ठीक है. उसके beak जो था, माउथ जो था, उसमें there were teeth present. So presence of teeth in the beak or in the mouth is a character of reptile. ठीक है ना. लेकिन it could it was able to fly, it had a tail, tail is a character of reptile, है ना. बर्ड्स में तो टेल नहीं रहता है, टेल का बोन्स गेट फ्यूजेस टू फॉर्म व्हाट, पाइगोस्टाइल, स्टम्पी टेल बुलाते हैं हम लोग उसको, फ्यूज हो जाता है ना. लेकिन आर्कियोप्टेरिक्स में लंबा सा टेल था. सो प्रेजेंस ऑफ टेल, प्रेजेंस ऑफ टीथ इन द माउथ इज अ कैरेक्टर ऑफ रेप्टाइल, बट इट कुड फ्लाई. इट हैड बोन्स, न्यूमेटिक बोन्स, जस्ट लाइक बर्ड्स जो हम लोगों ने एनिमल किंगडम में पढ़ा है. So it had some characters like birds, it had some character like reptiles. So you can say it was a connecting link between the reptiles and bird. It showed the proof that how reptiles evolved to become a bird. ठीक है, लेकिन इसको मिसिंग लिंक क्यों बोल रहे हैं? क्योंकि आज ये हमारे दुनिया से एक्सटिंक्ट हो चुका है, इसलिए मिसिंग था. ये कनेक्टिंग लिंक बिटवीन रेप्टाइल एंड बर्ड्स, ठीक है, लेकिन आज ये दुनिया में है नहीं, इसलिए इसको मिसिंग लिंक हम लोग बुलाते हैं. सो सच मिसिंग लिंक ऑल्सो गेव अस द आइडिया दैट हाउ रेप्टाइल से बर्ड्स बना, है ना. So these are the evidences of evolution that I was talking about. Okay, so आज यहाँ तक मैं रुकता हूँ. आगे का वीडियो में इसके आगे का पोर्शंस I will discuss. Okay, make notes. Thank you.